speaker thing. It's really good to be here, and thanks very much for asking me, Jeannie. A lot of you would know my story already, but really, 4 years ago, I was a lone parent on social welfare. I was hitting 40. My dad had just died. My marriage had just broken up, and my daughter, who's hearing impaired, with severe language delay, was just about to start school. So I was kind of thinking, okay, I have a little bit of freedom here now, what am I going to do? And I don't know, a lot of you will identify with the fact, you know when you lose a parent or you lose someone close to you, I was kind of lost, you know, and my dad was a real entrepreneur, a bit of a Dell boy actually. He once created anti-inflammable wallpaper, which didn't end very well. But, you know, he was a bit of a Dell boy and always said to me, Sam, if we could just think of one little thing that no one else has thought of, we could be millionaires, you know? And I remember always really trying to think of something small that would help me to be a millionaire. And I remember one day I thought of this first period gift box for girls. Actually, there's a lot of guys here, isn't there today? Where are all the girls? Ladies, I am here to represent the ladies today. I'm the only girl here today, so on the stage. But girls, lads, you're going to love this. I created a first period gift box for girls when they get their first period. So it was a bit of a taboo, a bit of a, Jesus, she didn't say the word period. And so what happened was, I started using Twitter to market the business. I hadn't a clue. I barely had a Facebook page. And what I started doing was, in the evenings, I started talking to people. I was lonely, the kids were in bed, and I just started talking to people. I didn't realise I was building relationships. And I started helping out others because my followers started growing because I'm not exactly shy, as you can see. A little bit nervous today now, obviously. But, you know, I just started talking to people and helping others and kind of see if someone was new to Twitter, I'd say, I'll give her a retweet or I'll give him a retweet. And, you know, I help him, he's a startup, I'll give him an boost. And now I have 30,000 followers. And I'm like, how did that happen? I'll tell you how it happened. And this is how you can put this into action as well. Brands are not talking to their customers. When was the last time you asked one of your followers how they are? When was the last time you reached out to someone that you saw was having a bad day and asked how you could help them? When was the last time you went to a networking event and you went, hi, how can I help you? Is there something I can do to help you out? Is there something I can do, anyone I can introduce you to? So what I try and do is, I try and do at least one useful introduction every day. I try and do a good deed every day. I assist others, and I share my knowledge, because now I have a vast knowledge of Twitter. Now I train companies how to use Twitter and how to connect with their audience. I see brands do it all the time. Someone sends them a picture of them with their product, and they might like it, or favourite it on Twitter. It used to be favourite, now it's like. They should be retweeting that. They should be saying, thank you so much for putting a picture of you with our product up on Twitter. That's awesome. How would that make the customer feel? It would make the customer feel pretty special. So the chances are the customer is going to retweet the response. I went into a hairdresser's this morning to get my hair done and get my makeup done for this. You know, and they didn't know who I was. And I was getting my hair done and she said, oh, you know, we can do your makeup as well. And I was like, well, how much is that? And she told me how much it was. I was like, it's okay. She goes, do you know what? She said, I'm going to give you your makeup today. So I was like, deadly. So what did I do? I did a tweet. I did 5 tweets. You look at my tweets this morning. I did 5 tweets from that hairdresser. And 3 people have rang that hairdresser since to book an appointment. Because they did something nice for me and I gave back what they gave to me, which was my makeup done. It's called Blow, by the way, it's in Easton Street, and they open at 6:45 in the morning, which I think is brilliant. Lads, I know you don't understand this, but girls, we want to get our hair done in the morning before we go to work sometimes. So, the point of that is, she didn't realise who I was. She didn't realise I was going to tweet out to 30,000 people about how wonderful her salon was. I also had a really tough time from the run up to the social media summit, and I was actually having a really bad day. And I just left an interview in News Talk, and I was coming down the road, and I said, I'm exhausted. I was very stressed. We didn't know whether we were actually going to go ahead with the event. And I said, I need to go and hide somewhere and just cry, and just mope into a cup of tea or something. So I stopped and I went into the Hairy Lemon cafe. I'd never been in there in my life. And I walked in, and I was waiting to just go and find a little cubby hole and just hide away. You know the way just sometimes you just on your own. And the guy went, hi, would you like to have some lunch? And I was like, okay. So I sat down, and then he gave me the menu, and there was coddle on the menu. Now, anyone here know what coddle is? It's a real Dublin dish, and I'm from Dublin originally. And it's sausages, rashers, oh, it's lovely, right? So I said, oh my God, my dad used to make coddle. So I said, I'm going to have some coddle. So I felt really comforted, you know? And then the guy started talking to me, and then I did a tweet saying, oh my God, this coddle is awesome. And he went, was that you that did that tweet? And so then he made the connection. And then they went, well, you might have to have a dessert. And I was like, no, it's okay, I don't have dessert. I do like my dessert. And he gave me a free bread and butter pudding custard. So my whole experience, the customer experience there for me was wonderful, because I went in there to cry, don't forget. I went in there to hide away. And I ended up feeling comforted and feeling like there was a big blanket wrapped around me. And what did I do? I tweeted about it. I told 30,000 people how wonderful the Hairy Lemon was. And then what happened? When Ted Rubin, who is number 3 on Forbes' list of most social media, best known leading social media person on Forbes, he came to the social media summit. Where did we go for lunch? The Hairy Lemon. And then when we were out the launch day, there was 18 of us stormed in there to eat. And that was a lot of business that was brought in just because they made one girl feel special. And that's all I was, a girl looking for somewhere to sit and hide away. And they made me feel so special. The amount of customers they got from that, from treating me right, engaging with me, retweeting my tweets, talking to people who followed them from me on Twitter. So this is how I have succeeded. This is how I have got 30,000 followers on Twitter. This is how I've brought world global leaders to social media summit here in Dublin. This is how I'm standing on the stage. Because I assist others, I share my knowledge. I've built a community of people around me. Is there anyone here that has just started out on Twitter? That has just, okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Okay, stand up, will you come over here? I haven't got a mic to go down to. What's your name? Colin. And what's your Twitter handle? Spell it. Everybody, will you please open your phones? I know they're on silent, but go on Twitter and follow. So now you have about 600 new followers, okay? So what I want you to do is connect with Colin, find out what he does, see if there's a way you could help him. Are you starting out? What's your business? Pharmacists. So any pharmacists in the house that want something to manage your social media, come to me and go to Colin. But really, honestly, this is just one simple way that could help Colin today. You know, now everyone knows who he is, now everyone, if you go out for a break, they'll say, oh, Colin, you're the guy that went on the stage. So it's just little things like that. Are there any ladies here on their own? That just came on their own? Lady in the back down there. What's your name? Claire. What's your Twitter handle? Someone pass that up to me, I can't hear. Claire, come here. Oh, you're Claire, come here. Okay, Claire, come here has engaged me already before this event. So I want you all to follow Claire, come here as well. Okay? So now that's going to help Claire out. So really, that's all I do, stuff like that. That was easy, wasn't it? And it's just helping others, honest to God, that's all I do. I help others, try and do a good deed every day, try and do the right thing. I don't hang out with idiots. A lot of people give me hassle. They go, oh, tweeting God is so stayed her. She's 40, tweeting God is good. Do you know what I did when they started all that? Even after social media summit, one guy's going, oh, I see you weren't at social media summit. You must have been working, were you? And she was like, yeah, I was working. I don't have time to do social media summit. I was just like, oh, for God's sake. Do you know what I did? Block them all. Just block them out of your life, like real life. Hang out with good people who get what you do and understand why you do it, understand your determination and your drive. Sometimes that can mean your family, that they don't really understand what you do, so hang out with people who do get what you do and do understand what you're trying to do and do understand, your drive, your ambition, and just hang out with them. It's like real life. So that's really the biggest tip I can give you. How much time have I got? Sorry. 5 minutes. Great. Okay. Well, one thing I did do as well, which really helps, if you are struggling on social media, Twitter, now it's Twitter's birthday today, by the way, 10 years today, woohoo! So, I have to say it's changed my whole life, from being a lone parent to social welfare to where I am now. I'm in the green room with Gary Vaynerchuk. I never thought that would happen. I do have a vision board. So I would advise you, Colin, you should do this as well. It's not a girly thing. A vision board, guys, I know there's a lot of fellas here actually. It could be a whiteboard, just write on your whiteboard. I am going to be the top. I'm going to have 10 Twitter accounts by the end of 2016. I am going to speak at an event, Social Media Summit next year. I'm going to really be nice to Samantha and get to speak at Social Media Summit next year. Really push what your vision is. And my vision was, bring Ted Rubin to Ireland. Ted Rubin is cool. And he came to Ireland to Social Media Summit. I went and I greeted him with pom-poms and with Victoria Taylor at 7 o'clock in the morning, or whatever it was. But it was just a whole buzz. What did they do? They put pictures up of Dublin, they put pictures up of having a pint of Guinness, they put pictures and quotes up of what was happening on Social Media Summit. Like, this is powerful stuff for Ireland, for Dublin. It's huge. There were certain government type things that were tagged in some of those tweets, and they didn't retweet any of them. Now, brands need to engage with their clients. You need to engage with someone who has tagged you. If you have a notification in the morning when you check your tweets, and there's a notification saying someone has engaged with you, engage with them. Interact. Build relationships with these people online. And then bring it offline. Go for coffee. I started building relationships online through Irish Biz Party, which was a hashtag I created one night by mistake. Not by mistake, sorry, just one night. I just wanted to connect with other small business owners, which I found really difficult. And it is isolating. And that's why I created Irish Biz Party. So what I did was, we started engaging with each other. I started seeing sales happening. Oh, my mum would love one of them. I didn't realise she did that. I thought you lived down the road. Gosh, we must meet for a coffee. I could see Twitter magic happening. I see Twitter magic all the time. I seen it the other day, on Saturday, this guy, Jin Young, who's an artist, and he was having his exhibition in Galway, and he's really nice, he's great paintings of tigers and wolves and stuff. And I said, how's your exhibition going? He goes, oh, it's not great, I didn't get any red dots. And I said, grand. So I did a tweet, and I said, if you're in the Galway area, drop in to see his art, blah, blah, blah. It got retweeted all over the place, and he just messaged me then and said, Sam, someone just bought my tiger on Twitter, from Twitter. So somebody had seen the tweet, looked at the stuff, and bought a painting. So the power of you helping out someone else is huge. And that guy is coming to Wexford now. I'm going to sponsor a stand for him. It's those little things that help, because I got help like that when I started out. Ted Rubin has helped me by sharing the word about my content. If you want to connect with influencers like Gary, like Ted, start talking to them like human beings. They're all human beings. Normal people who just happen to do really well at what they do. So, I suppose I can leave you with a thought that if you could think of one way that maybe you could make someone's day today. James, did I make your day today? Colin, did I make your day today? I'm sorry. I made James' day today already, didn't I, James? So that sounds terrible, doesn't it? And shares. It's just those little simple things can make someone's day, so try and think about something you can do for someone today. Thanks.